Right, how do I get...
Oh, this meeting's been... Tom's been live streamed.
Leave meeting. Bang.
And it's been recorded. What the
Have
fuck
you
happened?
picked it?
Don't.
Oh, wait, I got it.
Oh, it's come up.
Oh, it's very lagged.
Huh?
It's very lagged on my laptop.
This is new.
One watching.
Why do I look so sweaty?
Because you're sweaty.
I'm not, though.
You know how to stop you sweating? Fizzy
It's your
water.
light.
What
Right,
can I do?
There's 11 people watching us. So
11 people
we should
watching
probably
this.
start talking. Right, how do I get...
This meeting's been...
Wait, turn your speakers off, guys.
Oh, good evening, Jack. Whoever the... I can't swear for 5 minutes. So I'm self-censoring you bunch of...
Right. Can everyone see the comments?
I can
Oh,
see
here we
my-
are. Right, okay. Hello and welcome. It's Monday Club. This is our first live on YouTube.
On
Come
a
on.
Monday. Woo!
Today we've got Jamie in the house.
Monday's
Such a weirdo.
Hi,
And do you know what? And do you know what? We called in a special guest tonight, Summer. She's been gone way too long. Where have you been, Summer?
I've been everywhere. I moved back to Portsmouth to work with Apex for a little while. I'm still here at the moment, but I am moving back to Luton again next month.
Such a weirdo.
Well, why does anyone want to move to Luton?
I know. Why does anyone want to move to Luton? Ugh. But and I went and worked in Wales with Gina, the daughter, for a week, which was quite good. So I've been a little bit here, there, and everywhere, to be honest.
All right, well, that's a boring story, so we'll move on swiftly.
But I don't go too much into it because people don't want to know where I've actually been. They don't really care.
But listen, stay tuned because we've got some saucy subject coming up with Summer a bit later, haven't we? But anyway, I don't want to get too much like Trade Legends, but
no, we don't.
However, right, so I have assembled this cast tonight, and we're basically here to have a chat and answer some questions. But before we get down to that, what I wanted to do is tell this story.
Here we go.
Here we go.
It's non-electrical related, okay?
As always.
This will keep the punters rolling in.
Right. So last night I got to bed, and I live on a main road, but it's like in the deepest, darkest Kent, so it's not really like a busy main road. And all of a sudden I hear ragga music booming outside my house. It's 12 o'clock at night. So I get up, I look out the window, and there's a woman, half naked, in
Got
a
postcode.
in a BMW, in a BMW convertible, with like 5 kids in there, drinking a bottle of wine, dancing in the street, smoking crack.
So was she in the car or dancing?
Got out of the car, swigged some wine, done a bong hit or a pipe hit, and then was dancing in the street. I was like, I don't know how to handle this. I really don't.
You know what you do. You know what you do with crack smokers. You don't handle them at all. You just leave them to get on with the crack smoker.
Just let them be. I was like, I want to go out there.
Get on with it.
Don't disturb a crack smoker or a shagging dog, basically.
I moved out of Croydon to like the nice seaside town, and there's crack smokers outside my house.
Did you just call Kent the nice seaside town?
Yeah. What do you mean? Listen, you live in Luton.
Portsmouth, mate.
Do you get the? Does anyone? Not just you two. Does anyone get Spice heads? They're very popular in Nottingham.
Get what?
No, we don't have
Spice
that down
heads.
here.
No Spice, the made up drug.
There's
Like
lots
people
of
just walk around like this.
That's
loads
Luton.
of them in
That's
Nottingham,
when
it's
I'm back
great.
home in Luton.
Yeah, hold on. Let's go. One of the you gobshites going to say something to get this channel canned. Yeah, probably Jamie. Jamie, like you drinking
minutes, you
fizzy
said.
water.
I'm not a paedophile. I just drink fizzy water.
Oh my god!
Paedophile's not swearing.
You're not allowed to say that word on YouTube.
You are if you said I'm not a
Nonce.
paedophile, surely.
No, you're not. Stop
What?
saying it.
I'm not a nonce.
Nonce, I promise.
Jesus.
God, well, we're going live anyway.
We're live now,
We
idiot.
are live. We are live.
Oh, this is
Jesus
horrendous.
Christ.
This is
Right.
worse than that quiz you did, honestly.
Right.
I'm
Get
gonna
on
know what the
this
comments
nonsense
are.
talk.
You know when you were like, I'm gonna tell a story straight away. It's not another poo story, is it? Poo story.
I've got loads of poo stories. I have a poo
No,
story.
we're not doing the poo story.
We're not going to do a poo story, but I have at least 2 a week, 2 incidents a week that I could talk about. At least. Last week was a bad week. I had at least 1 a day. So that's all I'm saying.
I've got a wee story. Do you want to hear that?
No, man.
No,
Oh,
it's
we're
a good
talking
one.
my wee story where I weed in front of a
It's
tree.
like I'm on the road a lot nowadays with my new job, right? And I actually end up pissing into like a 5 gallon container in the back of the van because motorway service station
Why
toilets are
5
so
gallons,
big.
though? Why
because
5
they're-
gallons?
Because they're easily available.
Who
they're
measures
like
things in
antifreeze.
gallons? Are you American?
I am metric, but like I don't want to go into toilets. You've seen the toilets in service stations; they're minging. I'd rather piss in the back of the van into not just piss in the back of the van, but I'd rather wee in a container in the back of the van with some like chemical
Let me
stuff
tell
in
you
it.
that. Listen, let me tell you
horrible.
this. I'd much rather just pull over on the side,
Yeah,
like in a
absolutely.
lay-by, and do a wee out up the
Oh,
side of
in
the
the
van.
You can't just piss on the floor. You
Yes,
hooligans.
you can.
You can't do
Especially if
that.
it's like grass.
Well, why do we have toilets then if you just piss everywhere?
Because it's like grass on the side of the motorway. It's not as if someone's going
It's
to have a
a
picnic
nature
there.
weed. You have a
Yeah,
nature weed.
I don't begin. It's just that's littering.
Oh, shut up, mate. Right, listen. Let's get on to some electrical. Oh, look. Jack Woodrow, poo juice. And
Oh,
James
no,
Smith,
it's
poo
just
juice.
Mondays for everyone comment poo juice.
Anthony Bragg, come back, Nick. Listen, I right now, I would have Nick back, but he doesn't like me.
He doesn't want to be here anymore.
No, he doesn't. Because we end up talking about stupid stuff like this. But that being said, what I want to get onto is, who here knows what Run Pro Tech is?
Rum Pro.
Run Pro Tech.
Rum Pro Tech. No.
Rum Protec or Rum
Yeah.
Pro
I
Tech.
used one this week. I got sent one about 2 years ago, and I've never had the need to use it. It's instead of cable jacks.
Oh, is it the dish you put on the
Yeah.
ground?
Oh,
Ah.
I won one of those, but I gave it away because I never used it.
Mate, it is so good. It's the best thing. It's one of the best things I've ever used. And this brings me on to my next subject. Like, you can put any size cable drum on there, honestly.
What, like monsters? Would it take big armours and that? Is it that?
Yeah,
is it sturdy?
up to 800 kilos.
Oh, it's too
Oh.
little.
No, you've got the little one. I've got the big one, the
Oh, I
600
got
one.
the little one.
I think I've got that as well somewhere. But they'll take up to 800 kilos.
I've never
Hashtag
tried
not
one. It just
sponsored
seems
by
like a
Rum
gimmick. Are you always? I'm always a bit wary of gimmicks because they
Mate,
just don't work. But
basically what it is, we're up on scaffolding, pulling in these armours. They've all been winched up there, and setting up the cable jacks on it. They were just falling over and being annoying. So I was like, I've got this at home. I'm going to try it. I bought it in. I didn't know whether it's going to be any good or not. Mate, game changer. If you're in an awkward position, and like you don't want to set up cable, because let's be fair, proper armoured cable jacks are pretty crap,
and they're expensive.
super
I got-
expensive.
And when they
Oh,
fall
the
over, you are
angle.
running, aren't you? You're off.
It's like Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom. Like you've got the cable drum running behind you. It's a joke.
And you smash. Has anyone ever? Have you ever done a lift into the jack and you've left your finger on it?
Oh, it's the worst
Oh, it's
feeling.
nasty.
so
Self-inflicted pain.
Mate, I've actually smashed every finger this week. All I've been doing is pulling in armoureds. Last week, pulling in armoureds, 150 mil armoureds, pouncing about with that. Huh?
Light work.
All right, mate. All right, mate. No, listen, I'm not even getting into it. But it takes me on to my next subject, which is boom and bust. Who out there, and this is a question to our viewers out there, people watching, how are you finding it? It's not bad. I'm not mad at that. How are you finding it out there? Is it drying up? Is it any like? I've been hearing that the work's drying up a little bit. People are feeling the pinch and not having as much.
In what area? Domestic or?
all over.
All over.
Two firms locally, like decent sized firms, local commercial firms, and that gone under in the last month.
I've got to be careful what I say because I don't want to give away any information that's critical to my company. But that's why I moved to energy, because energy is bonkers, paying silly money for electric. So I keep it nice and safe. That's why I moved, because I didn't want to have that risk.
It is let's have a look. Anyone in the room saying anything about it? I know Bundy must know. I know Bundy's.
He won't give it away, though, will he?
He won't give.
We have to sponsor him for one out of him.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm not too far from you, Sam. I'm just ticking over. Domestic is going quietish. Shows old Bundo. Workers off the scale, bonkers busy. All right, Mark. Whatever. I'm so busy.
He's always on the internet giving himself the bigger market, isn't he?
Yeah, I know. He's already been pulled up on that today.
Twice today, Mark. Wind it in. No one likes to show off, Mark, with your 337 emails. Whatever it is.
Went quiet, but Barry McCallum went quiet, but the jobs are coming in bigger than usual. Jack Woodrow, I'm not too far from you, Sam, and I'm just ticking over. Well, you ain't offered me a job, have you? Liberties.
People are going to cut back, though, aren't they, domestic? I think everyone... I suppose better to ask is, who's tightening the belt? I am. Is everyone tightening the belt a bit?
Mate,
what does that mean?
Like, going a bit tight, like, we call it minimising our ass, like, not spending loads of money, like, not spunking money on crap, like, buy smaller bottles of fizzy water and stuff. Is anyone like thinking, oh, I'm like, you got some tools in your basket on Amazon, you're thinking, I'm not buying it yet, I'll wait.
Yeah.
Doing that, cutting back on pure non-essentials and other crap like that.
See, I'm the same. I've really had to lock it down. Like, what's helping is I'm dieting, so takeaways ain't an option.
That must be saving you a fortune.
Do you know what? I'm not joking, it is. Because it's like... I'm not going out for breakfast on the weekend. I'm not having takeaways on the weekend. There's 40 quid right there.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I've stopped doing on the road, because I'm on the road a lot now. I don't go in, well, as you know, I don't go into the service station to urinate because it's minging, but I've stopped buying crap food. I make sandwiches now, and that saves you loads of money. And you don't drink something.
Much money.
That's
So
minging.
Mate, where I've like trained my body is now a temple, just so people know, yeah?
It's a Taj Mahal.
And I've trained my body not to eat lunch.
No, that's bad.
No, that's unhealthy, you twat.
3 square
No,
meals a day.
I have listen, I graze on nuts all day.
Nuts are not great for you. You know that, right? They're high.
Yeah, I have a couple handfuls and I'm good. I have a couple handfuls. I have some fizzy water, and that bloats me out.
Fizzy
and
water
I'm great.
crew. You got to eat 3 square meals a day.
£3 a month, so Sam can have breakfast on the weekend.
Listen, you lot are out of order, man. Stop mocking my
There's 74
position.
people watching this crap. What the fuck? 74 people, and that's the best thing someone's got to say. Come on.
Oh no, they've
sponsor
said
a meal
that
deal.
they would offer Sam work, but they want talent.
Hang on, I've got a fire extinguisher here somewhere for that burn.
See, this is nonsense. I'm getting mugged off here. But yeah, no, I think everyone's tightening their belts. What's he say here? Finding people, Barry McCallum, finding people who are moving things from their quote so that it comes in on budget.
Oh, those twats. Oh, can you take the screws off? Will that make it cheaper? Can I buy my own screws? Fuck off!
By
know the
best
kind
be
of
10
people-
I
minutes in.
hate domestics.
Oh,
so
can I
much.
buy my own lights? Yeah, mate. Go and buy some shit lights from B&Q and make me fit them. It'll take me 8 hours longer. I'd love that.
Yeah, but see what you're moaning about there, right?
People, the public, the general public, I hate
No,
them.
see, I've got it on lock. So I do a little bit of domestic work locally. It's just nice low hanging fruit is what I call it, changing people's light fittings and stuff like that. Anyway, I've got this customer around the corner, old lady. She's recently moved down here, and she's got she's a bit eccentric, not eccentric, but she's got an eclectic taste. It's mad.
Where's this going?
She's got mad chandeliers. She's got a tiger on the wall, and then she's got a crocodile.
A real one.
Yeah, I think so. She used to live in Africa.
What,
Just chilling
the
on the
Link
wall,
shower
like.
gel?
So dumb. But anyway, right? So dumb. Damn, Sam's mum said you can have £10 to clean his bed. He's such an idiot. Mark is such an idiot. Listen, just a quick announcement. We've got Ash from Twitter coming on the podcast in a minute, who give Mark a spanking today. But no, anyway, this
lady, come on with the tiger.
This lady, she's got all these chandeliers, and what they've done is, when she moved down, they just ripped them out the ceiling and they damaged a load of them. So I charge £50 an hour.
That's not
for domestic work. £50 an hour. And oh look, GSH Electricals jumped in. Hello, mate. Big shout out to Gary Hayers.
I'm not swearing anymore.
Yeah, no. Anyway, so basically, I go round there. I fix her chandeliers. I buy the bits off of Amazon, whatever. Fix them, rewire like. Huh?
Amazon.
I've got to admit, I repaired 2 chandeliers. I got all the bits off Amazon.
Really?
Yeah.
It's the easiest place to get stuff, isn't it? Oh, there's a good topic. It doesn't involve swearing.
I sit there. I fix the thing. She makes me a cup of tea. We have a chat. I fix up her chandelier. I sling it up. She's happy as Larry, and I've got work there every Wednesday for the next month. That's beautiful. So sometimes I think, if you're doing commercial like I am, like I've fallen in with this company around here, and they've just got so much work, so I'm just doing that, and then in the evenings I pick up these little side jobs, and like some days I'm almost doubling my money. It's lovely. So
you have to deal with the general public.
You gotta have the time. Like, what about seeing your kids and shit?
Have you got any kids somewhere? You'll realise that when you've got them, you're not going to fucking see them anyway. Coming home, no, I'm really busy.
Sam is doing a Del Boy. Well, it's funny you should say that, Charlie Costa. Why don't you listen to the Rusty Bat Box and you can hear me singing the theme tune for Only Fools and Horses? I
did all the chandeliers at Experian, the big credit firm, the guy that owns that house. I did all the chandeliers at his house, went down, took them all down, and that's all we could think about at that time was Only Fools and Horses. was messing around with these 20 grand chandeliers.
Me and my dad went and did a job and took down someone's chandeliers, and he was just like doing the theme tune whilst I was doing it. I was like, I'm gonna fucking drop this.
No, I don't mind doing domestic work. I don't mind it at all. If you get the right one, it's all right.
There's no wrong with the work. It's the people. I can't stand the general public. Has anyone seen that Artisan video today with the House of Horrors?
Listen, I don't watch other electrical YouTubers. You should know this by now, Jamie.
Honestly, it has to watch. So you know them houses you go to where the guy's like, "Oh, I've had an electrician come and do it." You know full well they're just a DIY, has done it for themselves. Yeah. It's one of them. And if you do not like other people's actual content, just watching that video, you will have nothing but, oh yeah, I've had one of them. He's done this homemade fuse board. It's quality, mate. It's got to be seen. It's like
homemade fuse board.
It's got like digital readouts of Amazon. Oh, you've got to just watch it. Honestly, you won't regret watching it. Everyone's been to one of the houses where the guy had another electrician in, or I've done a bit of DIY myself, and it's absolute horrors. It's crazy.
Do you know it's the worst thing you can hear in it when you're walking. Oh, I did install this a couple of weeks ago or whatever.
Yeah, I used to be a Sparky, you know. Yeah.
I love it when they try to fit a light switch and just got it so wrong, and you're like, oh, you did have a go. Who's not at this? Your phone rings Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, something like that. Your mate, and it's one of your mates, yeah, and they go, "Oh, mate, you got a minute?" Yeah. Right, I've been to IKEA. Fuck off. Yeah. I've bought a light and I've put a light up, and now it won't turn off, it won't turn on, or my fuses are tripped. And you're like, right, okay. And what do you want me to do about it? Explain to you over the phone. Yeah, please. And you're like going, right, there's 3 reds in there. One of them's not red. And they're like, no, they're all red. I'm like, oh. Everyone's been there. And the classic, anyone had the, I've took all the light switches off the staircase to decorate, and now I can't get it back on. Well, I've got news to you, mate. I've been doing this 20 years, and neither can I, so fuck off.
Neither can I.
I'm not coming around your ass, belling your cables out for the next 6 hours, you dozy dickhead, yeah? Take a picture, see you later. Not a chance. I wouldn't even do that for paid work, mate. That is the worst job going into it. Reassembling multiple stairs lighting circuits. No thanks.
No, not for me.
I'm getting mocked here. Wait, Sam. Wait, Sam, you rang me virtually crying doing domestic because you couldn't find the power button on your tester. Like, so that's not strictly true, right?
Strictly.
So
It's not, he's not denying it though.
So here's the thing, right? And I probably shouldn't be telling this story, but I'm going to tell it. I don't know how to test, right? And I was working for this guy locally, and he sent me to do an EICR. I was like, I don't know how to do them. He goes, well, just sort of do what you can. I was like, no. I don't even know how to use a tester. I don't know how to set it up. Don't know what lead does what. I don't know any of the thing. I don't know how to do
this when working in the basement. I feel like I remember you saying
something. Yeah. This is the one.
Yeah.
And the bird was super fit.
Yeah.
What test are you using?
Well, the TIS tester.
Got all the pictures on the screen.
Yeah, but I don't know what I'm doing.
Not like using a Mega or some shit like that.
And look,
wait, I use Mega. Mega's my favourite one too.
Oh yeah, hello, like Megas. Hi, all the Mega users out there, as you wave with your 4 fingers.
But yeah, anyway, I was doing this EICR, but I'd already teed Mark up to do the old. I'd already teed Mark up to be on the end of the phone just in case I needed his help, which I definitely did about just in case. Anyway, I phoned him up and he had to talk me through the entire EICR. And it was a hot day. The bird was, and I say the bird, the female of the house was very attractive. And it's a known fact that when men are around attractive females, they get more stupid. So not only was I sweating.
Stupid, isn't they?
I know, but like it doesn't help that I got even more stupid. I was sweating, and this girl was looking at me like, "Why is he sweating so much?" And then I'm getting like sweat marks coming on, and I was just like, "This is death." And then Mark was on the other end of the phone, laughing hysterically, whilst his son was sitting there next to him, going, "How does he not know how to do this?
Why don't you know how to do it?"
How long have you been a Sparks for?
Like long enough to know.
Well, I suppose if you don't like doing ECRs.
Listen, I've never done an ECR.
Some people don't ever. Some people never test.
I've never tested.
Some people never test.
I'm an installation electrician, but John Ward has done so good videos. And listen, John Ward.
Who said that? I stand by that. Whoever said that, they're right.
What?
John Ward's videos on testing the best ones on the internet.
No, they're not.
There they are. You're wrong.
What's better than Mikey at residual current?
Not knocking them, but
best.
Basic, Billy Basic, raw as it comes. John Ward's videos cannot be beat.
Listen, I'm a fan of John Ward, but I'm not a fan of watching more than like 2 videos at a time.
Yeah, the good thing about the John Ward videos, I know it's in the Apprentice One-to-One podcast, but they can be watched while you read the book and you can follow it. Whereas other people's can be like more artistic and flowy and story-like. But for raw information, John Ward's videos full stop can't be beat.
Why am I having technical issues with my camera today?
It's too bad.
Because you've lost weight.
Listen, you two are like peas in a pod.
Oh, I've been nice then. And you
two are like peas in a pod. You're mocking me. She's laughing. I'm having enough of this. This takes me to my new subject.
It's just because it's live.
What is the new subject? Come on then.
No, I'm not even doing it now.
You've got to. It's live. The one time you've got to do it is now.
I know, right? Dave's are more entertaining. Gold card can't. Listen, John Brain. Yeah. Listen. I did the AM2 and I had to do all the testing then, but now I've forgotten because I ain't done it since. John Brain.
John Brain? I can't see that. Oh, I know John Brain. He's on my Instagram. I like John Brain. Hi, John Brain.
Well, why has it got an S as a symbol and his name's John Brain?
Well, good news is this week he can tell us.
Yeah, it's true. Cheers for that hint, Jamie. We'll try that next time watching JW's viz. George Cox.
Nice.
I know, I'm really sorry. like, it just goes to show.
We're so childish.
Like, it just goes to show the level of mentality of our podcast compared to the other ones.
We've actually given out some sound advice tonight. We've given out some John Ward testing videos, how good they are. We've given out some advice on dealing with hot chicks when you're testing and you're sweating. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but Now, Summer, I saw your Instagram earlier on, and what was you using? Oh, she's frozen. You frozen.
No, I don't know.
What is going on?
No, we're not
My
frozen.
internet's dropped out.
I'm not frozen.
I'm not frozen. Oh, he's not frozen.
What did I put on Instagram earlier?
It says live on YouTube still.
The Brocket socket.
That wasn't earlier. That was like fucking ages ago.
That was today, you lunatic.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, well, it definitely was.
Oh, but I haven't posted anything today.
All right, well, it was on there today when I was looking at your thing. Look, it's there now. No, it's not. Anyway, this brings me on to my next subject. What is the one tool in your bag that you can't do without, or that you love?
You know what I'm gonna say? The bag.
Can't say the
that's
bag.
a bullshit answer.
Yeah, it's such a cop out answer. I agree.
You know, I won't come on again. I was just gonna say, you know, I've gone from being. I always thought, you know, velocity stuff. I thought it was the stuff of Ponces, yeah, Ponzi sparkers with the posh bags, twats. And then I got one, and you know what? It's fucking brilliant. And I've got the tester bag, the backpack, and I've even got the van bag, and it's totally changed my day and made it.
I do want
better.
Velocity
And I'm not sucking off. I don't send me anything free, so I don't want it. Yeah, I'm not sucking off or anything like that. I'm sucking off because your products are fucking.
I need, please.
Yeah, all right, you fucking vultures. I'm just saying it because it genuinely has made my life easier in ways that at 40 years old, I didn't think it was possible to, because I thought I tried every tool going.
Let me tell you, look, how funny is this? How funny is this? I'm doing your job, Summer. Tony Clark, Sam, yours has got to be toilet roll. Liberties.
To be fair, he's probably not wrong though, is he?
Guess what I keep in the car now, though?
Toilet roll.
Always keep shit rolling in the van.
Wet wipes.
Did it just smear
Way better. Huh?
Did it just smear it around with a wet wipe?
No, it's nice and refreshing. Get the ones with aloe vera. Leaves it fresh.
So what's your favourite tool then? What's your favourite tool?
I don't know about tool. I just want to quickly go back to the velocity bags. It's all like when I first got a velocity bag, I was a bit like, oh, I get the handbag hype. You know how girls get all hyped about handbags and like, oh, look at this handbag, it's really nice. It's like, I was like, all of a sudden, I was like a girl again. I was like a girl, and I was like, wow, I love this bag so much, and I'd clean it and keep it all nice and fresh. Velocity bags are a game changer. My tool, well, here's the thing. I had a couple of new tools recently. Nipex Ergos.
Oh no, I don't get on with those.
Is that the long one that does everything?
No, it's kind of like a funny thing.
It's the stripping tool.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking hell. FP200 with them, not best day out ever.
Right. Here's my thing with them. Okay, they are good,
but they're overpriced.
I didn't pay.
Just gonna say to me because
I'm one of those. I'm one of those guys. I take anything free. Send it to me. I don't care. No shame. It's okay, right? The stripping thing, the little bit on the side that you can run down the cable. That's the best thing about it. Like for armoured, like for small armoured, you can run it down, it splits it nice. That's the best thing about it. The other little, it's a bit of a gimmick, isn't it?
I always cut through with the fucking ergo stripper.
What, cut through the cores?
Yeah, I'm just too heavy-handed.
Yeah, you have to just. It still requires some skill to squeeze, doesn't it? You can't just grab it hard. You've got to. No. For FP200, if anyone's doing a lot of fire alarms, they're the best thing ever.
I can imagine FP that they're really good, but with Flex and stuff, I always go through. So I've stopped using it.
Has anyone ever used a shoe knife? I know they're quite a specialist tool. Has anyone ever used one of them? They were the best thing since sliced bread before those.
What's a shoe knife?
So, you know, you've got it's a blade like that, yeah, but it's got a little foot on it, so that the blade won't go into the cable. So
I've used them.
They're really expensive if you get a good one, because otherwise the shoe falls off. But when I got one of them for armors, I was like, this is fucking brilliant.
Do you know what they're brilliant for? What?
SY
H07.
Yeah, because the other thing is when you slip, it won't rip your hand off as well.
Yeah,
like when people use them, like when people decide to use carpet fitters standard life blades and end up tearing their arm off.
I don't know. I can stab myself with just about any tool.
Do you know what?
I've injured myself with a fucking punch down tool and full on stabbed my open. I snapped the punch down tool as well.
Someone must be telling us on this live thing. Oh, what their favourite tools are.
Oh look, there's my boss. Any round cable ergo Apex.
Is that your boss? Is it?
That's my boss. Yeah.
Nice. Shout out to Apex. Listen, I want to do a few shout outs whilst I'm here. I've got a shout out to Jerry. Jerry from Dill. He's my little mate. I've worked with him a few times. He listens to the podcast, so shout out to him. Shout out to Hackwood Electrical because he's always there. Who else have I got to shout out? I've got loads of people to shout out. I keep forgetting though. That'll do for now. Jamie, you can't just say bag. You've got to choose something.
Oscilloscope.
Oh, fuck off.
What?
Right. An oscilloscope.
It depends what you do on it.
I need to check basic.
I've got an
inside
oscilloscope.
I need to check the inside of the waveform.
That is correct. That's correct.
Nipex like long nose pliers, but they've got like bent ends on them, and I use them for so much. Like
what?
They working in fuse boards, trying to get shit out, even trying to like pull cables through conduit, like when you got the end and stuff like that. They're handy for anything.
I'll tell you what,
they're the only pliers that I use.
Are there never Nipex ones that have got like 8 tools on them that they're equally as shit at?
The 5-on-1.
Yeah,
Like
I've got a pair of them inside it. What's the, the Velcro screwdrivers that just fit the head in the van? One of them with those pliers that'll get you out of 60% of shit jobs. If you just want to get some out quick.
I do love them 5-in-1s. I do love them.
I wouldn't use them as my daily driver screwdriver though, because that's just what a moron would do. You know what I mean? Don't use them all the time. It's an expensive way of buying screwdrivers, but they are great for just having 20 screwdrivers in one go.
I hate them. I hate them bladed screwdrivers. I've had them before, and it's just a fucking faff.
You've always got
go on.
I've got the Weir maintenance kit, and it does get you like you've got everything there. Put a pair of coppers in there with it, you're sorted.
Does it make its money back though? Because it's an expensive bit of kit in it to fucking lose a socket.
I think it was £100 for the maintenance kit, but it's what I use day to day.
If you're running around like an hospital or something like that, or a factory, and it's like you get somewhere, you think, oh, if I'd have had a tester on that, I could have just done the job and then gone and had another brew. I can see the point, but they're expensive ways to buy tools, but they're dead good at selling them like that.
It's not, because all of those ones have never snapped any of those drivers, whereas all my actual screwdrivers, I've snapped half of them.
What's everyone buying? I like these.
Yeah.
Can't be beat as a screwdriver, them, the Weir ones.
Yeah, see, I hear this, but do you know what? I'll go old school. Irazolas.
What are
I've got Weira. All mine are Weira. Everything.
Oh, mine are Weira.
These ones.
Yeah, I like the handle.
Is it an octagon or whatever it is? It's just dead thingy.
Yeah. It's the most comfortable handle.
Has anyone tried the Boddingtons ones? Because they look super pimp.
But they look like they're too soft and they'd like burn your hand. Do you know what I mean?
No,
the
no one
new
knows.
ones I've seen on Loadout, they've got little pictures on the top of what screwdriver is. I'm like, oh, they look quite cool.
First of all, let's put some respect on his name. Mikey at Loadout, Residual Current.
Actually drew a penis on my delivery for me because he's a lad.
Listen.
Put on the special delivery instructions, please put a penis on the box. And he sent it and he disguised it. It was a number 8 and he drew a little knob on it. So fair play to Loadout. And if you do order anything off him, make sure you ask for a ridiculous request of the box, because next time I'm up so stupid, I'm asking for a massive glittery penis on the box. My fault that, but yeah.
Honestly, there isn't a better place to buy your electrical kit online. Nowhere.
If they sell it, I won't buy it off anyone else. If they sell it.
Agreed. Bundy is a waist flex. Well, that's not very friendly, is it, Bo?
What's a waist flex? Is that like a
it's loads a lot quicker than what does waist flex mean?
Do you know what? I might kick him out.
Boat.
He's always horrible to Bundy.
Is it that horrible person?
There's a lot of horrible people for Bundy.
Oh, Boat is a fucking arsehole. He's the one I was about on the podcast recording.
Oh,
Boat, you're a bumhole.
Very yellow ones.
He's gone, mate. I booted him.
Oh, never mind, Boat, you fucking penis face.
Listen,
He's horrible. He is. He puts nasty comments about people all the time.
he is horrible. He is horrible.
We've got one in the can, haven't we? There's a podcast in the can, and that's what I was referring to on that podcast when I was saying he's a bit of that word I can't say.
Yeah, stop saying stuff. That's ridiculous. You're gonna get us flagged. Like, I'm already talking about crackheads dancing outside my house. You're talking about paedophile water. Someone's talking about peeing in the back of the van or whatever.
No, that wasn't me.
And keeps chuffing a cloud, tanging a cloud on the sly, like she's behind the bike shed at school. Like, no one will notice if I'm discreet.
If I just go off camera.
Because it looks like you're sucking a lemon.
Listen, you lot are, listen, you are bringing the vibe of my prestigious podcast down to...
Apparently, Boddington's has terrible quality control.
Who says that?
Gulek?
Oh.
Gulek.
Someone else said they're really good though.
Boat's back.
Boat's
Guess
back. Who's back?
Shall I put the user in timeout? Boat. I'm gonna ban you from commenting if you don't start being nice to Bundy. He's got a massive head. He's a bit stupid looking, so don't bully him. I think that's fair.
Who knew you'd be in a position to boot people from the live? It's gone to your head.
Realistically though, how often do you think you could get away with this shite? Once a month?
Do you know what though?
Not weekly. This is too intense for weekly, isn't it?
No, do you know what? What's also has passed on good for it. What? Right, listen. Let's go back to talking about good things. Now,
Fluffy clouds and unicorns.
have you ever tied in 150mm armoured, 5-core armoured with cable ties on
For a
ladder?
start, I don't use 5-core armoured because I know how to work with banjo. Yeah.
Yeah, but you still have to...
You can get a 125 core, really?
I don't know. I'm just pulling it in. I didn't spec it. I just pulled a big bastard in.
I didn't even know. I generally didn't know you could get cables that big with a
Did
core
you know
inside.
about this though? FP600.
Yeah, fireproof armoured cable.
I did not know that even existed.
To be fair, I knew I knew fireproof armoured cable. I didn't know it was 600 though till I watched Quality YouTuber the other week. What's his name? With his big bushy beard. The cable guy. I forgot his name. It's completely left me. Someone will tell me in the comments. No, the cable man. He knows exactly what he's on with. Someone in the comments help me. The cable YouTuber. All he does is cable. Joint Tech.
Yeah, no one knows who you're talking about because we're
The
not
guy with the big
geeks.
beard.
I know the names, but I don't know the actual person's name.
Brilliant. If anyone's into pulling big armoured or wants to learn some tips on big armoured, watch him. He's dead good.
Do you know what? Thanks for telling me that after I pulled all the armours.
You'll be pulling armours again.
No, do you know what? I won't. Do you know, I've realised it's so grueling.
Joint
I'm
Tech.
too old. I'm too fat. Joint Tech, there you go. I'm too old. I'm too fat to be doing that heavy.
But you're
of a labour.
losing weight. It's fine. You'll get there.
I know. But it has been.
Tony from Joint Tech.
Listen, stop
That's it.
interrupting me.
I'm comments lady.
Well, I'm comment lady.
Genuine though.
It ain't
Genuine
even
question
that
though.
bad a list.
Genuine question, Sam. You're a working spark, aren't you? On the tool still. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what? Are you not going to move on from that? Because that's what you're doing, isn't it? You're not going to get
No.
away from dragging armours and containment.
No, so I've been off the tools, haven't I? I've done the I've done all the management type of stuff, and do you know what? I've got another thing in the fire, and I've got other things going, and I'm just sort of biding my time. I just enjoy. Like today, I was doing some work, and to be honest with you, I was doing some real basic stuff, just cable tying armours. Right?
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? No thinking.
Mate, I had my earphone in. I was listening to Joe Rogan, and I was like, I'm so happy right now.
When I worked down the mine, I used to illegally listen to my earphone, Joe Rogan or any other podcast, and the days just used to fly by doing menial tasks.
I'm just there, and here's the thing. This is something that any commercial spark will know. Cable tying, like, it's an art, and I think it should be a year of every apprentice's apprenticeship is learning how to cable tie properly.
But it's incredibly mundane.
No, I love it. I love it.
It depends
Yeah,
how
it's
much
fine for like a day. When you do it for like a day, when you've been working like doing it, and then you do it for a day and it's chill. Like you're like, got a nice cushy day, do this, make everything look really pretty, make it all look really nice. And then
have you had any big management roles, Summer? Have you done any like any managing yet? Because when you've got 10 subbies, it's like trying to stick a bit of wet spaghetti up a cat's arsehole. And when something mundane comes along, like cable tie up, and you're just like, I can do this because I haven't got 10 dickheads. And it's maybe something that when you're younger as a sport, you're like, that's wank. But the older you get, the more mundane tasks are the best ones because no one's there to bother you. It's great.
I love it. I absolutely love it. It's
I like picking numbers, picking up numbers and putting them on cables.
Do you know what? I don't mind that either.
Just me and my numbers doing my thing.
Do you know what? I set up a table and everything. I'll get my fold out hools. I set it all up. I get my bit of board and I do all my. Like, I love that sort of stuff now. I'm moving away from doing all the heavy lifting and stuff like that. I don't like. Obviously, you have to do it, right? You've got to muck in. You're part of the team, whatever. But if I can do something like cable tying or fuse boards, I'm going to do that every time.
Comment: do you leave a sharp cut on the ties for the next person? What do you cut your cable ties with?
I've got a cable tie car.
Flush cut.
Yeah.
Flash bastard.
You have to use flush cut.
You have to. Do you know what? Do you know what winds me up more than anything? Is when you go onto a site and they put up the health and safety sign, but they ain't use flush cutters on the cable ties.
You can't use a Stanley knife though, because you cut your hand even though I've ripped my arm off on your fucking sign.
Yeah, and it's like those cable ties are so sharp, and often you think, oh mate, what do you know about working? But honestly, the sharp cable ties are the bane of my life.
That's
I've got more scars from sharp cable ties than anything.
Yeah. I
100%.
used to come home, Mum used to be like, what was I doing? What job was I doing? I can't remember who it was. Oh, I was working for my mate who does like all sound systems, you know, the ones you get in hospitals and stuff that are like fireproof. I was doing a lot of them at an airport that I not name. And I'd be in the scene and I'd get in my missus go, what you done? What you been doing? Because they've all gashes up the arm. You don't even realise you're slashing your arms open, do you? They're like massive, huge gashes. You're like, oh, I don't even remember doing it. And it's got all dirt in as well. Nice.
Nice.
Oh,
nice bit of septicemia because you've been in because roof space are the fucking hellhole of anywhere, aren't they? Full of dust, crap, rat droppings, and sharp things. Cheers.
Yeah. To be honest with you, what is your favourite job now? What is your favourite thing to do? What are you like? Yes, I'll have some of that.
Fuck all.
Why can't I answer a question properly?
No, literally doing nothing. Like fucking sat around doing notes. Somewhere like this. On a bench.
Oh, I like doing fuse boards at the minute.
Well,
but new fuse boards because after I spent like a year doing like oh my god, my words have gone from me. Words gone. Thinking over loads of fuse boards and I hated it, but now when putting in new boards, that's a lot nicer.
Do you know what? It is nice because you can plot up, you get yourself all sorted out, and you can just again, any job that requires earphones in and just like boom,
bit of self-time whilst being constructive and earning some money.
I love it. I really do love it. Like lately, I've been really banging into like being on the tools again. I've really, really enjoyed it. Like, there's been some downtimes, and you think, "Fucking, why am I pulling in cables in this bastard heat?" And like questioning your life. You know,
to be fair though, a lot of the shit jobs have gone. Like, remember cutting rod and cutting unistrut with a hacksaw?
The worst.
Do you know what a hacksaw is, Summer?
I learned how to do everything.
Have you ever used a hacksaw?
Before I was allowed to actually use power tools, I had to learn how to do everything properly. The guy I learned from was very
boys like that. Getting a bit of strut going. No, that's not straight. That's not straight. Fucking like getting a job. Right, we need 700 trapeze hangers. That's 1,400 bits of rod. Off you go. Fuck.
Mate, that's gone.
Bandsaw, everything.
Oh, bandsaws. I don't know where I was with Sparky before bandsaws.
Do you know what? I don't like bandsaws.
It out of me because I'll put my hand under it, but they're so good. They're so
grinder
good.
Every time.
No, mate, the gash. You can never use them on jobs. You won't let you use them.
Most of the jobs I've been on.
Permit, man.
No, yeah, but to be honest with you, I haven't really needed them. hot work permits on the jobs I've been on. You get a grinder, 1 mil cutting disc, bam, you cut anything out perfect with that.
I'd rather cut strut with I think a brandsaw's more efficient and less likely to whip my hand off. But
what?
A bandsaw's just better.
No.
Smoother, you ain't got to file it, hardly. I like a flat disc. I love a flat disc.
I love a flap disc.
Hey, I had 2 grinders, one for the flat disc, one for the cutting disc. Ultimate pimp.
That's what I've got.
You got 2, yeah.
Yeah, one for the flap disc and one for the grinder. Come on.
I'll tell you what I did buy in the end. I bought, when I was doing a lot of rod, I bought a little bench grinder with a wire wheel and just... And I was like, what you brought that for? But just like, get your rods, or your struts, get your headphones in. Basically, anything that will cost you 30, 40 quid that means you can do less is a winner in it nowadays.
Do you know what's better than that, though? Is you can get a... it's like...
The cone.
Yeah, the cone for your
the inverted cone.
Yeah.
They're expensive.
The rigid uni cutter?
No.
Oh, the strut slayer.
Yeah,
no,
why would you even buy that?
Like $4,000, aren't they?
Yeah, why would you buy that? Just use a grinder every time.
If you was doing more than...
Mark commented it, I've never even heard of it.
If you're warehousing and you ain't got one of them, you're an idiot because they are immense bits of kit.
No, why wouldn't you use a chop saw?
To save money, to make more wedge. If you're cutting 1,000 bits of unistrut, you may as well buy one, ain't you? It's going to cost you 6p a cut, something daft like that. I was always a big fan, like, if I was on a job, I'd go, right, is this worth me buying for this job? And then what I get out of it after that is free. Does that make sense? So, like...
Just buy one of them Evolution chop saws.
Mate, I've got one. They're fucking shite.
They're not. They're the best thing. 70 quid, you get the fucking stand, the whole lot. Bam, 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 done.
The fucking stand. I'm sold. You get a fucking stand. Fuck it. I'm going to buy one now. No, mate. Honestly, I've got one for cutting firewood. So I've got a wood burner because I'm an eco warrior. But they cut everything reasonably, but they throw out massive lumps of shards of fucking shit in your face like a jigsaw. Them strut slayers, if I was still doing heavy industrial, I'd have one. Because I had, din rail. I had the cut for one of them. Fuck me. It absolutely revolutionises making panels. We were just banging them out so much quicker. And no one ever cut a finger off like they used to, which was great. But they are expensive.
So you just casually just cut a finger off.
The problem is...
Can we ask technical question quizzes?
Ooh.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, I want for that. Because I think I might win. Not off Mark, though. You can fuck off. Cause any more grief on the internet today?
I want to see a uni cutting race. Well, I'd win because I'd use a grinder.
No, yours will be shit.
Listen, I cut straight and perfect with a grinder. I cut all my trunking with a grinder. I cut everything with a grinder now.
Trunking with a grinder, you fucking gypsy. You come on my side, cut trunking with a grinder. What, 2x2 or something like that? You can't be cutting
any size. Mate, I cut straight and true.
What? No, you can't.
Listen.
Oh, mind
straight and true.
You upload a video of you cutting straight with the grinder just to prove
straight and true.
May as well use a fucking spoon if you're going to use a grinder on trunking.
Listen, that's how I know you. That's how I know you don't know what you're talking about. I cut straight and true.
Mate, have you seen my hands? They're like proper shaky. I cannot hold a grinder for shit. And I've got... Have you seen my tics? Have I told you about my Tourette's yet?
And on that bombshell.
So I've got tics like that I've had for like the last year, which like makes me like jut like randomly.
Right, can you get in the camera first?
This is the wankiest excuse for cutting wonka chunking I've ever heard in my life. But I've got Tourette's. That's what I'm saying. all this rod's the wrong length. Because I've got Tourette's, you fucking bastard.
That is so funny. Oh my god. So what is this made up thing, Summer?
It's not made up. If you watch the video back, you'll see me doing it.
What?
My tics. Like, see, look, when I'm talking about it, it brings it on. I don't want to talk about it.
But
it's just...
brought it up.
I know, because I can't remember where was this conversation.
I don't know what's going on here.
How did we get here? I think it was on about tangents.
I can't hold a grinder because when I'm ticking it, like, fucking, like...
I don't know what's going on here. Is it like...
Oh, God, I'm going to look what the people are saying.
Oh, wait.
I think this is going surprisingly well, to be honest. I don't know what everyone else thinks, but I think it's
I
going
don't know.
surprisingly well.
I feel like it's one of the most ridiculous electrical podcasts of all time.
To be fair,
there's
there's quite a lot of
one that
electrical
do.
going off. Oh,
Listen, what we can say is there is no one that does a podcast like this. Like,
I don't know, E5 are quite good at this still, I think, aren't they? E5 are always talking about ticks and grind the face.
Listen, what about your E5 subject? Earth's leaving.
Now, I've just said that for a joke. I was hoping someone would ask us a genuine technical question. Like,
Oh no,
put
we
us on
got
the
one.
spot.
When
Oh!
when RCD testing, what leads do the MFT send the fault current through?
Boring. Think I am John Ward? Go on, fuck off to E5, you dozy cunt.
Does electric?
Do you know what? No
Oh,
one's
no,
ever going to take us seriously, are they?
As if there was already. I'll answer that. What was it? When RCD testing, what leads did the MFT send the fault current through? I don't.
Or a better question, guys: does electric go up or down here?
It was downhill. Everyone knows that. Oh, getting clever again.
Are you going to... Oh, listen, you're meant to be the technical guy, Jamie. Are you going to answer the question from Caleb Brooks? Because I bet he don't know.
When RCD testing, what leads do the MFT send the fault current through? Well, the leads attached to the tester, you fucking dozy bastard. So, sorry. Sorry,
So you don't know. Listen, you can't mock him if you don't know.
What leads? So it doesn't send any current through. It sends a current imbalance, doesn't it? So it would imbalance the current. I don't fucking know. Ring Mega or something.
But do you know who we need to speak to? Steve from TIS.
Yeah, not Mega.
Yeah, Charlie Costa. Sam, why have you not got Delaware?
Answer is Earth and Live, by the way. LMAO.
Yeah, because it's the imbalance, isn't it? No, I'm only one. I weren't ready for that question, to be honest.
Yeah, no, because you don't know.
No, I got a fucking clue. I'm just blagging it.
Hey, listen, Charlie Costa, Sam, why haven't you got Delroy on yet? Funny thing. So, Marlon the Spark, Delroy's son, was my apprentice. He will hate me for saying that. No, he wasn't really. But I always say that he was my apprentice, even though he's older than me. He's a good mate of mine. And I've tried to get Delroy on, but he just won't come on. But I have got plans to get Marlon on and have a chat with him. But yeah, no, Delroy's just a hard nut to crack.
Look at the comments, what Jay Beck's put.
Oh, yeah. Listen, James.
I'm going to produce a 1-hour CPD document for this and sign it.
Oh, please do. Listen.
We'll do that. Look at my Twitter tomorrow. There'll be a CPD document on there. I'm going to do it in crayons and shit. Get my little girls' arts and crafts out and do an A4 certificate. Yes, James Beck. There will be a CPD
I think, honestly, I think it will be something that needs to be done. CPD for this podcast on the real side of sparking.
Yeah, if I'm not taking anything from the serious podcast that happened and the serious stuff on YouTube, yeah? That's all good CPD, but we all know the reality of sparking is people fucking around for 8 hours a day like this, being dickheads. Yes. You don't just get bored with that shit. You have to learn it off people like us.
It is a craft. It's a craft of like being a bit of a dick, being...
Best wind up you've ever seen on site. Funniest thing that's ever happened to you on site. Go on, let's have it. Funniest thing that's ever happened. And it could don't go for the big and the mundane ones are the best. Like, for example, I once watched the guy put a round tea bag in a guy's sandwich. And we all sat there waiting for him to eat it, and he bit a corner, and before he'd even put it in his mouth, I was fucking gone. You know what I mean?
Hey, listen, I don't play like that though. Like I don't play like that. If
someone, what you got?
Someone done that to my sandwich, I'm gonna have a problem.
But that's why it'd be funny. What you got? You must have done something with someone.
If tea bag's a pretty awful thing to put in a sandwich, isn't it? Imagine biting into
the dryness. It was funny, but it was the anticipation of he was about to bite and they did me, and we all just burst out laughing. But what's the best thing? What's the best wind up you've seen on the site?
Hold on. Stay there.
Sorry, we're experiencing technical difficulties and we'll be back shortly. The best bit is
Just
we
learn.
can't stop this now.
Read the comments. Just learned electricary goes downhill when RCB.
Oh, thank God
That's
you're
my
back.
new word.
If you had to come back, we would have been stuck here all night doing this. We've got no way to stop this going on.
There's no way to stop it.
What have I missed in like the 30 seconds I was out the door?
I said the C word 8 times.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't do that. I was reading the comments.
Right, hold on. Previous electrician, have you done this one?
No, we haven't yet. No.
Martin 64 UK. Come on, Summer, read it out.
The previous electrician has bonded the incoming metal water pipe under the floor. Lazy twat. Plumber has now brought the supply up above floor level in plastic. Would you leave the bond on or remove it?
Do you know what? I sort of switched off about 4 words in, but I would I'd just leave it on. What's the big deal?
Yeah, it's there. And
Leave it on.
Leave it. Just leave it. It's there. Unless copper goes up a little bit more, in which case I'd get all them bastards out.
I've got a new favourite word from the comments, electricary. That's going to be my new word. Just learned electricary goes downhill when RCD testing. Electricary is definitely the best word.
Oh look, I've upset Caleb Brooks. I'm still an apprentice. That's probably why I'm so boring, asking genuine questions. Ha ha. Listen,
Oh, this isn't the place for genuine.
Don't feel like that, Caleb. We're all
unfortunately.
apprentices once.
listen, Caleb, you're gonna get it for silly little. Do you know what that is? That's a soy boy. That's a soy boy.
What's a
comment.
saw boy?
What's that?
What? How do you
Is
not
that like
know
an
what soy
island
boys are?
boy?
I'm just thinking soy sauce.
Is that a southern word that I'm too posh to understand?
Listen, I'm moving on.
What's a
Said
saw
the-
boy? Don't leave me
What?
hanging.
What is
bro.
it?
You know, like people, like men that eat too much soy. They become like more female. Like soy lowers your testosterone.
Does it?
You're really
Yeah.
horrible. You are.
Oh, we're checking that out.
Turns you into a bitch.
If you are an apprentice though, and you're getting
What
mugged up
did
on
you eat
site,
Listen, do you know what I had for dinner today?
Everything.
Steak and mushrooms, like a man.
Disgusting.
mushrooms are minging.
What do you mean mushrooms are minging?
They just taste like snot, don't
No,
they? They're
mushrooms are banging.
Like, no, you fucking.
They're the
suppose.
best.
Love a mushroom.
Mushrooms and steak. Come on.
I had some magic mushrooms in Amsterdam, and it put me off mushrooms for life.
That'll be why.
Do you know what? I do want to try them, but for different reasons. But we're not going into that.
On this podcast, but stay tuned next week.
Yeah, Marky the Sparky Allison. Once or two guys have a full fist fight because one of them ate the other's Rocky
Like a full-on fist fight.
I love those kind of stories. I love.
Do you know
those kind
what?
of
Could you
stories.
imagine that? Like that is like the culmination of a bad day. And he's like,
I'll tell you what
I
happened to me
saved that.
the other week. Here's a good one. The first podcast I did with you, I spoke about an old boy spark called Harry Parry, and I says, "Oh, he'll probably be dead now." And about a week ago, someone come to me and went, you know, Harry, he was on about on that podcast. He says, yeah, he goes, he's not dead, and he's seen that podcast. So I've not seen this guy for 20 years, and the guy on the also says, yeah, he's not dead. And someone told him about that podcast. He's seen us like, ah. So if you're watching, Harry, sorry that you're not dead, and I look forward to you.
Sorry, you're not dead.
He's not. I couldn't believe it. It was a
Hold
proper
on,
boy
you-
spark.
No,
You said
wait,
sorry, he's not
went
dead.
so wrong.
Yeah, I know. He was calling him Harry the Bastard. He did a lot of apprentices over, but he was a good lad. So yeah. So, hi Harry.
Listen, this is like a technical chat. Oh, leave it on the cupboard, comes up through the. Shut
Well, I'm
up,
not on
man.
this. How long we got? Are we doing like? Is this extend as long as people enjoy it, or
I don't know. Do we carry on or do we leave it? Oh, listen,
we could do the extra? You used to do the extra, didn't you?
We did used to do the extra, but we don't need to do that now. Right, what we will do is we've got one final subject. Summer.
Oh shit.
Now you've got a public service announcement, haven't we, for summer?
No.
So
Because I know you were going to try and fuck me up right now.
right. So Summer's started an OnlyFans.
Oh yeah.
What's OnlyFans?
Oh, fuck off, Jamie.
No, really. I've been on the internet.
And so tell us a little bit about these messages you've been getting. I love this part. This is my favourite part. Like weird geezers called Jamie sending her messages.
definitely. That's the one.
What, on general social media? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, so on like Instagram, like, so I've got a group chat with a lot of the girl sparks and the, like, girl plumbers as well on Instagram, and they all get exactly the same. And you know what? It's always the same people that message all of us
Yeah.
as well.
Is it?
Yeah, like we all get like really similar messages, but they are different.
Can't you just start an Instagram and just publish him? Because it'd be so fucking funny.
Yeah,
to
it
read.
would. I'd love it.
And just at him.
I'd love it.
But I've like been asked to sell my work boots. Really regret that I didn't, because I actually
Why
really need a
wouldn't
new
you?
pair.
Why wouldn't you do
If
that?
anybody wants to buy my work boots, like, I really need a new pair, and I'll happily send them to you. 100%.
If you're going to get people sending messages like that, you may as well just fucking mug them off, ain't you? And like go, yeah, 200 quid.
500 quid.
No, 500.
600 quid. Are we bidding, or are we just on about prices? I'll give you £1,000.
I'll go in the house and be like, babe, got to send Summer 600 quid. She'll be like, what? What for? I'm like, get out. But
No, but like, even just like, you obviously get all the, I want to marry you, like, blah 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 blah.
that's a bit strong straight away, isn't it? I want to marry you.
You know what fucks me off? Why don't I get men sending messages like that?
First, then I might consider it. Like,
Yeah, but isn't that like 0 to 100 real quick? Like, I want to marry you.
Oh yeah, I've been just sent pure dick pics, like, straight on the front, like, just pure like penis shots. I'm like,
decent ones.
okay. No, they've always got weird looking. It's all been weird looking.
I can't believe this happens in 2020. I was apprentice in 1999, and we had a girl on our firm,
I
Alison.
was 2 years old in 1999.
We had a girl on our firm, Alison, and she was already a spark when I started. So, like, we used to work with a female spark, and it just weren't even a thing. We just used to. But 22 years later, women are still getting grief online because they're in a men's job. Nice. Full on knobs, full on knob pictures straight away. That's escalation. That is.
I know, it's like when, like,
at least like take me for dinner first.
well, this is the
What,
thing.
before you send your knob pictures.
But these are the
Like,
things,
give me
right?
food, and then like you can send what you want.
Yeah, but this is what I don't get. It's like, I know people say it's a numbers game, so I'll send out 1,000 dick pics. I'll get one bird that come round. I don't think it works like that.
I don't think it was in that situation.
Definitely does not work like that with dick pics. Don't send dick pics, guys. Not appreciated.
And
you've got to start on Instagram and just start all piling on these messages you get, because it's got to be
entertaining. To be fair, I might have a word with all the girls and say, let's just start it up. So
honestly, it will be the most popular page, and I think people would send more to get on the page.
Yeah, that's. I
think it'll become a thing.
It probably would.
Like, don't you lot sit round and like laugh about it? Because
I'm
not joking. I would, if I got sent pictures like dick pics and stuff, I'd be laughing.
No, it's very I don't know what the word is.
So 1970s. It's like Carry On films never happened. Honestly, I can't believe it still goes off. I can't believe that someone would send, like if you, but I'm not saying I've never wolf whistled a bird yet when I've been on a building site and I've been younger, right? I'm not saying I've wolf whistled a bird going, all right, darling. Yeah, I've done it. But what I'm saying is I did do it in a digital format where someone could then basically copy that and just repost
with your
it.
name and everything else.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Recorded me doing it.
When you click on their profile and they have a family and a wife and children.
Yeah, it's seedy, innit? It's just not good.
Here's the thing, though, right? Would you catcall now?
Would I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do it to other lads. I do it to my mates and stuff. Yeah. No, I wouldn't know. And I've done it. And but I've done it. I've been there. You know what I mean? When you're younger. But there's loads of stuff I used to do when I was younger. I wouldn't do now.
And it was different
like,
times back then.
Scaffolding. Sorry.
Yeah. At different times as well.
Yeah. But it was more acceptable. And it's like the 70s. Everyone was a massive racist. Not saying we should go and do it now. But everyone was. You watch on the buses. It's dead. On the buses is a TV program. Some for young people. Yeah, but it was accepted. And in the 90s, it was still accepted. There weren't many women on sites now. But now, everyone can have anyone's job, can't they? I could be a flower arranger for one, which I'm not saying is a woman's job. You know it is. Right. You can even. It's even okay to be gay now.
Listen. Last comment of the day. We've got 112 watching. I'm proud of that. 112 people are watching this nonsense.
Oh, bullshit.
Do you know what, though? I don't think it's been bullshit. I'm quite pleased with today. Right, we put laxatives. This is James Beck, another little zinger from James Beck. We put laxatives in the joiner's tea. 30 minutes later, he was in the blue toilet box, emptying these bodies. It was around November, so we proved fireworks under the toilet. Yes!
That's hardcore. I think if we put this out in advance, we could get some good stories like that. If we did this again, that's one to get people selling the things off.
Summer, have you told Sam's wife that Davo, Savo, and Nigel? Is that it?
I get the implication.
Right. Monday Club.